This is the Pash, bringing you the latest news on the next gameplay season of League of Legends. With Season 3 just about to finish, Riot Games has identified multiple problems with current mechanics and has subsequently decided to revamp major parts of the game for Season 4. Changes include the standard pre-season mastery rework and a reimagining of UI and graphical effects such as level up animations, texts, and even new champion health bars. Most of these changes have already hit live. However, this time around, a large part of the game will be changed. We can expect huge reworks in vision, jungle, game flow, itemization, and even multiple direct champion changes in terms of ratios and damage. The League of Legends public beta environment has been updated multiple times in the past few days. These updates have added many planned changes. These changes include the new trinket vision items, map geography changes, changes to neutral monsters and minions, objectives such as Baron and Dragon, and a whole slew of new items, mainly for giving the support role in LoL a new range of toys and tools to play and improve with. Let's go through these changes in order. A new item slot has been added exclusively for a new group of vision items called trinkets. Trinkets can be purchased for free at the beginning of a game and provide effects that can help uncovering areas, providing and denying vision across the map. There are 3 different trinkets: the Warding Totem, which provides a free stealth ward and a 90-second cooldown, the Sweeping Lens, which reveals and disables invisible traps and wards in a small radius, and the Scrying Orb, a replacement for the Clairvoyant Summoner spell, which allows the user to reveal a part of the map within a medium-ranged radius. Trinkets automatically upgrade once your champion hits level 9 and can be further improved by purchasing upgrades in the store for 475 gold. Trinkets can also be sold and replaced for free at the store at any point during the game, although doing so will prevent you from using any trinkets for a period of 3 minutes. The standard 2 wards have also went through changes. Standard sight wards have been renamed to stealth wards, and you can only hold a maximum of 3 wards at any point in the game. The amount of stealth wards on the map has also been limited, similar to the Sightstone mechanic, in that you can place 3 wards wherever you want, but if you place a 4th ward, the first one you placed will disappear. The amount of wards you can currently have on the map is shown next to your cursor upon placing a ward. Vision wards now have an infinite duration, but are also completely visible at all times. Their cost has been reduced to 100 gold, and their HP has been increased to 5. You can only hold 2 vision wards at any time. There can be 1 vision ward on the map per player. If you place another one, the first one will disappear. Summoner's Rift also went through multiple changes in the Season 4 PvE patch. These changes focus mostly on brush. Almost every brush on the map has been altered in some way when compared to live. Let's take a closer look. The double lane brush on the top lane has been divided into 3 separate patches of brush. One is closer to the blue side, one is closer to the purple side, and one is in the middle. This will allow for better brush control, with the 2 outer brushes generally belonging to their respective sides, and the middle brush being a point of contention in terms of lane control. This will also make it a little bit harder to lane gank the top lane as a jungler when coming from behind the turret. Curved brush, such as the infamous banana brush or the crescent brush at both teams' blue buffs, has been significantly shortened. For instance, the blue buff brush has been cut in half, so it will not be possible anymore to stand in the brush behind the wall. It also makes it easier to ward the area for spotting early invades, and harder to hide when invading. The banana brush and the inner side blue side jungle brush have also been altered to be shorter and more straightened out in comparison to live.
Seconds until minions spawn.
Don't be caught flat-footing.
Both tri-brushes are now more triangular in form and have been made bigger. This makes it easier to ward them fully. The bottom lane brush is mostly unchanged. In terms of eye candy, walking through brush now produces a faint rustling sound, as well as a cool animation for you and your team. Note that the enemy will not be able to see the brush move if they don't have vision on it. This is mostly a stylistic change. So So far, there are still planned jungle changes that have not made it to the PBE yet. What has made it to the PBE is the new gold and experience system for jungle creeps and the new white camp located in the blue buff side jungle. Jungling items have also been revamped, granting more gold for clearing jungle camps and extra gold rewards for slaying epic monsters, that's Baron and Dragon, and large monsters such as the big creeps in the camps and buffs. Jungle creeps now have a hidden level that is determined by calculating the average level of every champion in the game. The higher the level of a monster, the more gold and experience it will grant. Additionally, if a champion slays a monster that is higher in level than them, they will receive bonus gold and experience. This will help junglers catch up from a bad start. Dragon is also affected by that new system. Originally granting 190 flat gold to every member in the team, it will now grant global gold that scales with its level, meaning that earlier dragon kills will grant less gold than dragon kills later on in the game. In the late game, Dragon will reward more gold than it currently does on live, up to more than 220 gold per player. A new monster camp has been added on the blue buff side of both teams' jungles, the White. The White is a single monster that grants 55 gold on kill and is a bit tougher than other monsters, excluding buffs. This will allow for more variety in jungle routes and overall more gold and experience gain in the jungle. Additionally, similar to the Season 3 jungle changes, HP and stats for pretty much every single camp have been altered once more. It will be a little bit tougher to take down buffs, but standard monster camps have been tweaked to grant slightly more gold on kills while dealing less damage. To balance that, monsters now have slightly more HP. In terms of items, all spirit items as well as Wriggle's Lantern have received a new unique passive that grants more gold for monster kills. The more advanced spirit items have also received new passives that better complement their specific niche in jungle itemization. Going hand in hand with the planned support item changes, champions are now limited to one gold generating item at a time. This means that it will no longer be possible to pick up multiple GP5 items, and it will also make it impossible to exploit the new variety of gold generating items by buying a whole bunch of them at once. Apart from the previously mentioned dragon change, turrets, inhibitors, and buffs as objectives have been tweaked as well. Outer turrets no longer grant global experience on kill, and outer, inner, and inhibitor turrets now each grant a different amount of gold. Additionally, the global gold for turrets has been reduced, but the total gold has been increased. For instance, everyone who participates in taking down a turret will receive gold from a 150 gold pool, similar to assists in that 3 people taking down a turret will receive 50 gold each, in addition to a slightly less amount of global gold for each member of the team. Inhibitor turrets now slowly regenerate health, similar to inhibitors and Nexus turrets. This will make it easier to defend inhibitors from smaller pushes or backdoor attempts. Additionally, once an inhibitor is taken down, only minions on its respective lane will be buffed. Previously, once an inhibitor went down, all minions on the map received a stat boost, causing every lane to slowly push to the opponent's direction. Blue buff has also been tweaked a little bit. Instead of granting 20% cooldown reduction, it will now only grant 10%. The mana regeneration is unchanged. A slew of new support items has been introduced to overall make the role of the support more important throughout the game. These items generally have passives that grant gold whenever a near minion dies, granting income for the AD carry's farming. There are also new support starting items such as Philosopher's Pebble, which builds into Philosopher's Stone and costs 365 gold. Sightstone and Ruby Sightstone remain unchanged, but, due to the general vision changes, now provide a cheap alternative to buying wards all the time. Because there can only be 3 wards per player on the map, Ruby Sightstone covers the warding part of the support, potentially freeing up an item slot that would otherwise have been used for additional wards. The additional gold income also means that supports will now be able to build more aggressively and have a larger impact on teamfights. And this wraps up the current Season 4 gameplay changes on the PBE. These changes are still incomplete, and there surely is more to come. I, for one, am excited to see which direction these new and updated mechanics will take the game to. Thank you for watching, and have a great day on the Rift.